Hi guys, welcome to the studio. Okay, so I am here with just some junk basically. Yeah, just some scrappy bits of cardboard box. I rooted them out of the bin last night actually and decided to just have a play. I needed to change the thread in my sewing machine and I always just grab a scrap out of the bin to sew up and down to make sure everything's working right, and just happened to grab out a scrappy piece of cardboard box that I'd been cutting up. So I just went along them with some different stitches on the machine, and then I had a square piece left over, so I just went up and down it. See if we can piece this back together. Yep, like that. I just went up and down it with a zigzag stitch, and then oh, 1 minute guys. Yes, so as I was saying, you can have this as is and, you know, using a collage or whatever, but what I've done is, because I've left a gap in between, I've just cut down each line. Well, I did with those two anyway. This was my intention actually. I wasn't going to leave it as one big piece, but then to cut down it, and then you've got kind of lots of little ones to play with. They make good clusters and things like that. I mean, you don't even have to do it that way. You could cut it this way as well to get some interesting ones and get some smaller ones. Maybe cut it where there's 2 on 1 instead of 1. Yeah, so there's nothing to it really. It is just zigzag stitch up and down on a piece of scrappy card or paper or whatever you want to use. But yeah, I figured I'd come and just do a little bit on camera with you, so that's cool there. We've got a nice little selection there for some clusters. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly, because this is pretty, you know, if you know how to sew, you'll know how to do this. Let's put it on the zigzag stitch. I've not altered any settings or anything, so mine's on 2, I think that's length, and that's 5, which is stitch or something, I don't know, it's just kind of default machine setting. Oops, yeah, don't, you know, push the right button, it helps. Okay, no, I thought I'd unthreaded my needle then, but nope. Alright, so let's just get some more on there and put it in the right bit. Okay, and then you decide whether you want to do it the long way or the short way. I think I'm going to go the long way this time. And yeah, all I did was line the edge of this up with the edge of that part of my sewing foot. Okay, so then just back stitch a bit. Speed it up a bit. Sorry about the noise, guys. And then just back stitch when you get to the end, and then I just run it forward a little bit, kind of back to that edge, and whilst it's in, just get a hold whilst the needle's in and turn it around, and then this bit of the foot lines up with this stitch, and then just sew again. Basically back stitch at the top and bottom just in case you want to cut it as a full strip. And then again, when you get to the end, just flip it around. Okay, this one actually needs moving over, so, and all I'm doing is lining that stitch up with the edge of the foot. Press your foot. And that's it, just rinse and repeat basically all the way along. and it leaves a nice gap there. And then go back the other way. I'm not going to do it all. Okay, so there we go. Put it down, obviously. Get rid of your threads or keep them, whatever you want to do. Straighten that up a little bit. Okay, and then you've got this long piece here. Now I'm just going to cut down it to make it into a double. Like that, and I'm going to leave them fairly long like that. And then, you know, I like this one, just a really nice simple one. I mean, it could even be used as a bookmark if you just add some stuff to it, some stickers or something. And that's just fairly simple. It was a straight stitch along the edge. Kind of helps if you know when to stop, which I'm still not really good at gauging. Okay, so I think that'll do. And we could do a big one, but we'll do 2 small ones. And to kind of save thread, I'm just going to go along here, like so, and then come back down this way, and then we'll sew across that bit to connect it in a minute. And then we'll turn it that way. Oops. And we will sew across here to it join up there, or roundabouts anyway. Okay, not perfect, but that's just my stitching. And ooh, where are we at? Oh, thought it'd come on thread again then, but no. So, do that there, and then I'm just going to put it on a simple zigzag stitch and just go down the middle, or thereabouts. Oh, we didn't connect at the bottom. Okay. Didn't connect at the bottom of this one, but that's fine. So now I'm at the end, I'm going to just go back to a straight stitch, move it down 1, there we go, and then just sew that straight stitch there, and then whilst it is still in, go straight back to this one, back to zigzag stitch, and do the same again. Oh, and my thread just snapped. I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised because it's got stuck at the back. But there we go. So you get the gist of it anyway. But yeah, so just really simple but effective little bits of, I don't know, ephemera really, or bases or add-ons for your clusters and things, or you can just maybe add it to the side of a page, turn it into a page tab or something. I mean, you could add it as a tab on the top of a tag, something like that. Put stickers on it or whatever. And yeah, so there you go, guys. Just plain and simple little quick play session. I just dropped one on the floor, but never mind. Yeah, and in no time, you know, they work up in absolutely no time, and you end up with loads of them, and it's a good scrap busting project as well. Okay, guys, so next video, well, I don't know about the next video, but in another video, we will try and do something with some of these. Yeah, so take care, stay safe, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!